My Chelsea fans, big congratulations to you guys on your victory against Westham United. At first, it was really a great fight from the Chelsea boys because they made a very Levi Colville made a very terrible mistake in the first half, which gave West Ham United the opening goal of the game, and that was how the first half ended. And they came back in the second half to score two goals through Pedro Neto and an effort from Cole Palmer, obviously, which was deflected by Aaron Wan-Bissaka, which led to the winning goal of the game. First and foremost, I am impressed by the way Chelsea came back into the game to secure a much needed victory for them and at this point in time, and that this victory actually propelled them to the fourth place on the table with 43 points, and they are now 6 points behind Arsenal and Nottingham Forest, and they are now more or less like I think 12 points behind the leader, which is Liverpool. It was a great victory for Chelsea. If they had lost this game, it would have been a devastating defeat for them. But they came back and they showed a whole lot of character. Well, in the first half, it was Chelsea were actually in control of the game in the first half, and they had the majority of the possession. And obviously, when you look at the stats, you see that overall Chelsea had about like 22 shots on goal, 22 shots, and they only have 3 shots on goal, which translates to how poor they were in the final third. But they were obviously controlling the game in terms of ball possession. And in the first half, before the Mohamed Kudus pressured Levi Colville, and he was trying to put a back pass across to his goalkeeper. However, he misplaced his pass and it fell into the path of Jared Bowen, who made no mistake to give West Ham United a much needed lead in the first half, and that was how the first half ended, 1-0. And second half, they came back into the game, and obviously, 64 in the 64th minute, Pedro Neto got a much needed equalizer for them, and it was a fresh of breath that they need in that game. It was a complicated one, because VAR nearly choked the goal of when they were trying to check whether Maguire had a contact with the ball before he fell into the path of Cucurella, which obviously led to that goal. But they could not really see whether the angle could not really give them whether Maguire touched the ball or not. So it was to the advantage of Chelsea, and obviously that goal led to the opening goal for Chelsea, and it led to the equalizer for Chelsea. And later in the game, Cole Palmer, I think this guy, whenever he's not in the game, whenever he doesn't perform, it's really a tough task for Chelsea to perform as well. He was not really in that game since before that made, except the free kick that he played. Danieli scored. Danieli scored in the first half. So in the second half, they were trying as much as possible to bring something out of the game. And Cole Palmer was just instrumental in that regard, and I think that was just the only magic moment he had in that game. And basically, he gave Chelsea what they needed, and they secured all the 3 points. He received the ball on the edge of the box, and instead of putting the ball across early on the edge of the box, he drove into the box and he was trying to make a cross. Unfortunately for Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he deflected the ball into his own net, which was to the advantage of Chelsea. First and foremost, I will not blame Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He was only trying to prevent a cross into the box, but his effort was deflected into the back of his own net because the goalkeeper was already coming out of his position to come and cut that cross. However, that deflection caught him off guard and it ended into the back of the net. And that was just a magic moment for Cole Palmer. And remember I said earlier that if Cole Palmer wasn't really in the game of football, in the game for Chelsea, it's really a problem for Chelsea to create chances. And Cole Palmer is just that instrumental to this Chelsea team, and now they are now fourth on the table, which gives them that belief that they can make it into top four this season, and they can go all the way to fight to fight their way into top four. But regardless, we still have a long way to go, and obviously Chelsea they were perfect tonight. They were perfect, and as well, Mohamed Kudus also had an effort which was blocked by Tosin Rabiot. I think Chelsea they really need to thank that guy because if he didn't make that timely block, I think that ball would have ended into the back of the net. And there's still some moments for Mohamed Kudus in that game which could have ended as a goal. Obviously, he came close. He headed the ball onto the post, But I think when they showed the replay, it may have should been choked off for offside, but we never can tell what might happen if he has scored that goal, But it is what it is. He tried his best, and there are some times where Western players as well, they are poor. Their decision making in the final third as well wasn't good enough. I think that also cost them a lot against Chelsea. And Chelsea, on the other hand, they were extremely poor when they get into the final third, and they had 22 shots and they only have 3 shots on target. And luckily for them, 2 of those ended into the back of the net, which gave them all the 3 points that they needed in this game. And this is just a breath of fresh air for Arizona Maresca and his team, because ever since he made a comment in the media that Chelsea were not in the title race, it has really been a bad outing for Chelsea ever since, and they have been on and off in terms of consistency, in terms of their games. So tonight it was a great outing for them, and they came from behind to secure all the 3 points, which was great for them, and I commend them for doing so. So I think they still have a whole lot of place to improve, and now I pray that nothing happened to Cole Palmer. If something happened to him, maybe like injury, it will be a completely end of the season for Chelsea. Because if that guy is not performing, obviously Chelsea are not perfect, because he is their chief creator and he has really been instrumental to how far Chelsea has come this season. Remember last season as well, he was the main man for Chelsea and he really propelled Chelsea to where they were last season. And obviously this season as well, he has also stepped up for Chelsea, and which I think was a brilliant move. It was a brilliant things to do for Cole Palmer, but it is what it is. He has been consistent for Chelsea, and anytime he had a bad game, it is really a bad game for Chelsea as well. So I just hope and believe that nothing happened to him, and I think Enzo Maresca and the Chelsea board need to just find a replacement for Cole Palmer, because if anything happens to this guy, the season is over, completely over, because there is no one in this Chelsea squad who can really step up in his shoes and be that chief creator for Chelsea. So I just believe that they've been trying to do some business, and I think according to what I've seen and what I've heard, I don't think they've really made the significant signing in terms of bringing in a good midfield player. So let's just wait and see before the window closes in the next couple of hours. So these are just the things I observed from the game. If I just come like GSP for the very first time, please do a like and subscribe. And if you are already, please kindly smash like button and drop a thought in the comment section. Thank you very much, and I will see you in another episode. And bye for now.